We spend a lot of time worrying about what we eat, but we completely forget about how we eat. So if you're eating while driving, while working, standing up, while scrolling, while watching TV, while responding to any type of email, you're not eating consciously. In fact, you are just fueling a machine. And your body is definitely not a machine. Your body knows the difference. Today, I want to bring something back to the table, something ancient, something that probably will be obvious to you, but definitely that you're not doing. It's about the sacred table. So stay until the end of this video because you will definitely realize how not conscious you are when you're eating and how to make it this amazing and sacred experience that will definitely have long-lasting changes in your life. I am Fabienne, and on this channel, what feeds you defines you. We explore how what you consume with your mind, body, and soul shapes who you become, and it shapes your life. For the longest time, I feel like I was eating in a survival mode, quickly disconnected, not intentionally at all. And what I had to experience with my illness and my surgery forced me to, reevaluate that again and again. And so my small intestine is just half of the size it was before. And so the big issue is that I can't digest at the same speed as I was before. So it goes very, very quickly. And so if I didn't do any changes in the way I was eating, then it's just my health that would have been degrading even more than it was before. So in other words, I feel like my body was asking for respect, was demanding respect, and I didn't have a choice because if I kept going the way I was going, there's no way I would have healed the way I healed. My body was asking me to be present, and at that time it definitely wasn't, for sure. I also realized something that was kind of like a breakthrough. In fact, the way we eat is similar to the way we live. And so if we live rushed, hustling, not having time, not taking time, quick, under pressure, then we tend to eat with all these same characteristics. And if that's where you are right now today, well, keep listening because I'll give you a few tips in order for you to change these habits. It's not gonna be easy, especially if you've been doing that for years. It was my case, but I feel like the first step to changing is acknowledging that there is type of an issue or a challenge and work on it each and every single day and just improve day by day. Let's call the first step the environment of intent. In fact, eating starts way before you start eating. It starts with the food prep. It starts with the atmosphere that you put around the meal. If you do everything rushed in an environment that's cluttered, you are not prepping your body to receive this fully, and it won't necessarily be a great experience because you'll feel rushed and you'll feel like you have to do this quickly. So we have a tendency, in fact, to keep like the nice dining set for visitors or for, some special occasion, while in fact you could treat yourself like that each and every single day. Light a candle, and also what would be a great idea is to take off like everything that's electronic, no laptop, no television. You could listen to soft music, jazz music, or your favorite songs or whatsoever, but make it an experience as you prepare the meal because you want to tell your body that this thing is really important to you and that you are consciously preparing the way for the best experience possible. I know you might be listening or watching that and thinking, wait a minute, Fabienne, I can't do that every meal. I can't do that every day, especially let's say if I'm having lunch at work, like it's not possible. But I would tell you, like, if you would, treat yourself at least like once or twice a week like that, and just have that peaceful moment where you feel like it's been well prepared, then eventually you'll want to do that more. I'm telling you. When you do that, you're actually telling your nervous system that something amazing is about to happen. You prepare your body to receive it, and it's ready. There's also something with the way you are tackling or attacking this food. And so I remember if I was in a very rushed state, then as soon as the food would be ready, then I would hurry and rush to take my first bite. And the second bite was actually sometimes the same as the first bite because I would took I would put 2 bites in my mouth at the same time because I was rushing, because I was in a hurry. But what you could do is actually just when you receive the plate, before even starting to eat it, just look at it. Take 3 deep breaths. Prepare. Look at the colors, look at what you're eating, smell it, enjoy it. And, make it kind of like a ritual. I know this sounds kind of woo to you, but I'm telling you, if you try it out, you will definitely feel that you'll enjoy your food better and probably you'll eat less. I'm reading this interesting book and about the connection between the mind and the body. And it was actually expressing how some people, in the experience, that some people that were just thinking about eating or thinking about food would actually have a part of them feel as if they have eaten already. And so they would eat less because they would feel full faster than other people who didn't have that thought, right? So think about it. Like when your plate comes in, if you just focus on watching the colors, smelling it, enjoying it, and realizing how it could be a very present, sacred moment, then part of you is already getting fed by this food, even if it's not in your mouth yet. Another great exercise that you could do while you're eating consciously like this is to put your fork down after every bite. Yeah, I know this one will be probably challenging, but it actually forces you to chew and really enjoy what you're chewing and what you're eating. Take your time. Take it as if you're having a conversation with your plate or with your food. When you're done, then pick up the fork again and have that other bite and do the same thing. Put the fork back down and enjoy what you have in your mouth and chew slowly and slowly. Personally, I've done that, slowing down the way I was chewing. And for me, it made a difference. I realized, first of all, I would not eat as much. And second of all, like the quickness of my digestion was way more effective in that sense than what I would eat quickly. Because it's as if like the quicker you eat, the quicker you eliminate. Well, I guess for me it was. And so now I'm forcing myself really to chew consciously and slowly. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I do that all the time. I'm human. I make mistakes and it's a work in progress. Sometimes I catch myself doing it again because I had done that for so many years, but just changing that way of doing things is better for me and it's better for my body. And so I invite you to do the same with the fork, putting the fork down, really chewing consciously and witness what changes it's done to your life. What I also learned is that slowing down with eating the food allows your soul to catch up. I strongly feel that the gut is connected to so many things in our body. It's emotions. They all go through the gut, right? If you're anxious or if you're stressed, well, sometimes you have stomachache. You can go to the bathroom very frequently. You can have nausea because of that. You can have tons of types of body response because of how you live. So if you start just with these little changes in the way you eat, then you are telling your body that there's no rush, that that body is allowed to stay present, that this body is allowed to receive great things and to be nourished the best way possible, and that life can be like that if you decide that life is like that, right? So it has to start with the decision from your end. If you are dedicated into making these small changes, then these small changes accumulate and they become big changes, and it definitely can improve your life the best way possible. We always talk about focusing on the present moment, and I feel like when you do that with your food, it allows you to transfer that type of attitude into any other aspect of of your life. Because again, food is something that you do frequently every single day, twice, 3 times a day, some people more than that. And so each of these times you have that opportunity to tell your body, I care for you, I'm conscious about what I'm putting inside of you, and I know that you will appreciate all these little moments if you take the time to do it. So tonight I invite you to try just one thing, to eat more consciously. So preparing your meal, remember about the setup, take off all electronics, put some great music that you like that will help you feel present and relaxed. Light up a candle, take your best dining wear, sit down and enjoy the meal. Put the fork down at every bite. Feel what you're eating and swallowing and allowing into your body, and make the conscious decision to put that body in priority, because when you do, then you're healthier. And when you're healthier, you have more energy to do whatever you like in life. And of course, it's a direct effect on your longevity and how you will experience this life. And remember that it's a work in progress. You don't need to eat perfectly, you just need to eat consciously. That's the message here. Now I invite you to watch my next video, which is about 3 conscious shifts to respect your body.